Right, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Lone Wolf and we're finally back to the long dark wintermute. Now, I did check over the last couple of days, and apparently the bug that I came across wasn't common but wasn't unknown. So what I had to do was basically go back to an older save, play through the game until we got to that point, this point. Whether it'll play the cutscene or not, I don't know. No, it won't. Okay.
You see anything? Not yet. Keep looking.
Shit! They found us.
Not yet, but they're closer than I'd like.
Oh, we shouldn't have slept so long.
After Black Rock and the river, we were half dead.
Now we're gonna be fully dead.
We can make a run for the logging camp you mentioned.
Make a last stand? You thinking?
I was more thinking maybe we lose them along the way.
Huh.
I have an even better idea. We'll split up. You boost me up here, and I'll take another path. Make some noise. That'll confuse them for sure. With any luck, they'll get lost in the woods, and nobody ever hears from them again.
Sounds like a risky plan.
You have a better idea?
Nothing's coming to mind.
Just boost me. I'll lead them away. We'll regroup at the logging camp.
Okay, but be careful.
I have a bit of unfinished business with these clowns.
They aren't messing around, Jace.
Yeah, but neither am I.
Right, there we go. Right, boost her up.
Up you go.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
You be careful now.
Don't worry about me.
Hey! Hey, convict assholes! Hey! Over here!
Oh, better not be stuck on the screen. Of course, I don't have any maps. Why would I have maps? Damn it.
Hey there.
Thank goodness. You had me worried.
I set a couple of false trails. That ought to keep them busy for a while. Those idiots are not exactly experts at the great outdoors.
I don't like this.
You see any signs of the logging camp yet?
Nothing.
What's that over there?
Huh?
Looks like something in the snow.
I'll check it out.
Good. Keep going. I feel like we're getting closer.
Be careful.
You too.
They're dead, Mackenzie.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be needing these soon? Damn wolves. Will I ever be rid of you?
Technically, no. Not as long as I'm playing the game. Okay. This looks like the logging camp. Or a logging camp. Bunny! At least we've got some stuff we can use to defend ourselves now.
telling you. That was her voice. The girl from the prison. The one that messed up all the systems.
I didn't think it was possible. The way they ended up in the river.
I told you they were still alive.
Bullshit. You thought Mathis was crazy when he sent us after them.
Mathis is crazy.
What the hell are we even doing out here?
You want to push back on Mathis?
No. No way.
We need this. After the fuck up in Black Rock, Mathis is on the warpath. We need a win. Otherwise, we'll end up like the others. Let's find these two and get back to the group.
Mathis just said bring the pilot. He doesn't care about the girl.
Yeah, but she and I have some unfinished business.
Jace, what have you gotten us into?
I think I can use this.
Box of matches. You really think you can use them, Mac?
This again.
Ah, crap. Well, let's see if we can sneak past. Look, I'm running with wolves. There it is. Jace, you better be here.
Great. A map. Maybe now we can find a way out of here.
got to be something useful in here.
Must have started up here somewhere. Possibly even over there. Right.
You made it.
Yep. Pretty sure I got those idiots turned around for good.
It's gonna be tough to find this camp in the fog.
What happened to you? You look like hell. Are those teeth marks?
I met some old friends along the way.
What do you have against wolves anyway?
I think the better question is, what do they have against me? Good news. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Right. Great. A mine.
Trust me, they aren't my favorite either.
I remember Atwood telling me a couple of hikers went missing there last year. Search and rescue got in there but had to give up. Too unstable.
And let me guess, we need to pass through it.
Well, no, not if we can find another way up and over that mountain.
Alright.
Unstable mine it is then.
Except, I don't know if I can do it.
We'll go slowly. I'll help you.
No, you don't understand. I don't go underground. Mines scare the shit out of me. I'm claustrophobic.
Okay then.
You and me both, Jace. You and me both.
There's got to be another way.
Well, I guess we could find a way around the mountains.
But that would take days. Maybe weeks. I'm not sure we have that kind of time, Jace.
Yeah. I'm worried about Atwood. She's been on her own for too long.
Let's get closer to the mine and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, I mean, it might be one of those mines that isn't completely dark.
Our luck has to change at some point.
Damn wall! Looks like tracks leading this way. I see boot prints. Finally! Mathis, don't be pleased.
Shit! What was
Run.
it you were saying about our luck changing?
Run.
Time for the last stand, I guess.
We gotta move. But where?
Hear that?
The sounds of convicts getting closer?
No, the other sound, like rushing water.
Maybe the river switches back.
Let's go.
Left turn.
Well, that looks like a terrible idea.
Yep.
I was trying to come up with something good to say, but it looks like a terrible idea.
How are you with heights?
A bit better than I am with fast-moving water, I guess.
I'll see if I can find a way across. Wait here and keep an eye out for Mathis's goons.
Will do.
And take this. Hopefully you don't need to use it.
Be careful out there, Mackenzie.
You be careful here, Jace. Oh, this is not a good idea.
Jace, get in the cable car.
She's got her own handle. Why do I have to do it? She's got her own handle.
Okay, halfway.
That was some fancy footwork getting across, Mackenzie. You impressed me.
Don't ask me how I'm getting...
Hey! Why will those assholes leave us alone?
I don't get the sense that Mathis is a turn-the-other-cheek kind of guy.
Think they decided to just kill us?
I'm starting to get that idea.
What are we gonna do?
We don't have a choice. I have to get you to the other side.
But the convicts, you're heading straight at them.
I'll figure something out.
Don't kill them! There they are!
But look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Is he coming to us?
Well, well. If it isn't the pilot.
Well, hello again, guys. You're a long way from the burning prison where I left you.
Mathis is gonna be very happy to see you again, asshole. Yeah. Happy to split your skull open, he means.
I can't say the feeling's mutual.
Get out, and let's get going. What about the girl? I told you, Mathis doesn't care about her. She's not the one he's looking for.
Look, guys.
Shut the fuck up, man. Let's get going.
But... Ow!
Damn you! Don't be a hero, pilot, or we shoot the lady on the other side.
Okay, guys. You got me.
Holy shit! Get down!
Do it, Mac. Okay, there's pushing the bounds of realism, and then there's this, because there's no way they wouldn't be shooting at us now.
No!
Good hit, Jace.
Mackenzie? Mackenzie! Ugh. Wake up! Wake up, man! Mackenzie! Don't leave me here. Alone.
Heroes only die at the end of the story, not in the middle.
You've been shot.
I don't think so. I knew there was a reason I've been carrying this damn thing. Think we should get out of here?
Yeah. Looks like we're going through that mine after all.
Hours later.
I just need to catch my breath.
Good idea. Wait here. I'm gonna look around.
Alright. Excuse me.
Here's the entrance to the mine.
Pretty sure I picked up a pry bar. You don't need to look all macho and manly and tough in front of Jace, you know. Be man alpha. Rule of 3? Nope. Right, let's turn to Google. See what Google says.
In Chapter 5 of Wintermute, the Langston Mine entrance is likely blocked by a rockfall or gas, which usually requires you to complete a specific objective first or wait for an aurora to power the elevators. Check your journal to ensure you haven't missed a prerequisite task, as this is rarely a bug and more often a story-locked gate.
No, I'm talking about the wooden planks that you need to pull off the entrance.
You likely need a heavy hammer or a pry bar to interact with those planks. If the prompt doesn't appear, try crouching or checking your inventory for the correct tool, as certain barricades in the long dark are context sensitive.
Or I have to stand in the exact right spot to get it. I hate it when they have these bugs. You can't tell me that's not big enough to crawl through, Mac. Come on. Bugs like this that really spoil the game.
I found a way in. I know. You don't like
Okay, maybe I
mines.
was wrong.
I don't think you understand. This goes beyond not liking something. I'm terrified of them. Maybe I should stay here, and you can go on and find Atwood on your own.
Oh,
I'll scout ahead. Find some light for us. And then I'll guide the way. I won't leave you alone in there. We can do this. Together.
Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Mackenzie, I'm sorry, but the only way I'm continuing deeper into this mine is if you find a way to light it up better than this.
I'm sure there's a way to get the old light system working. Just give me a minute to figure it out.
danger of collapse. Fantastic.
Lights. Thank God. Nice work, Mackenzie.
You're welcome, Jace.
That'll come in handy.
Will come in handy.
What the heck? Is that poison gas?
Not an escort mission. called opening the vent, Jace. It really wasn't that difficult.
Jace,
Yeah?
an elevator. Let's go. So, you and Abby, what brings you out here?
I'm studying under Dr. Atwood. She's a genius.
But why way out here?
Radio telescopes are usually built in remote locations to avoid interference. Honestly, the more remote, the better.
Not when you have to walk to get there, though, right?
Right. Absolute darkness. Poison gas. I'm starting to feel like we're not meant to be here.
Yeah, agree with you on that one, Jace.
Holy shit. That was a little too close. It's lucky Jace couldn't see that.
How's it looking over there, Mackenzie?
This place is confusing as hell. But I think we're getting somewhere. Could end up being useful.
Ah, crap.
Right. Right.
I used to have a wind-up torch. Always useful to have in a car rather than a battery-powered one, because sod's law, when you come to need a battery-powered one, the batteries are dead. Changed your mind? Oh, Jace.
Great. Now I can actually see. Mackenzie,
I
Yep.
felt it too, Jace.
this place is coming down on us?
Not if I can help.
And what are you going to do, Mac?
Looks like there used to be a ladder here. If you boost me, I can check it out. See if it's a way forward. Is that the next elevator?
Looks like it.
Oh, thank God.
No, Jace, it's not.
So, the hard case. What's that all about?
It
No
belongs to
idea.
my wife. Ex-wife.
Must be something important inside.
Yep. Must be.
You mean you don't know what's inside?
Nope.
And you're risking your life to bring it back to her?
Yep,
Mackenzie,
Yes, Jace?
you're kind of a strange guy.
I know.
Ah, lights. Thank God. Doesn't look like there's another way around. We need to cross this chasm. This might be a way forward. Help me push us over.
Worth a shot. That worked.
You leaving me here?
Let me scout ahead. I'll find a way for us to get out of here.
Suits me. I'd rather wait here by the light anyway.
I could use this.
about this place?
In my experience, this is just what mines do.
Just what mines do?
Deep
Well,
breaths,
at least the
James.
ventilation system is still working in this place. Somehow. I don't suppose you have bolt cutters by any chance?
Suppose I'm gonna have to go and find them now.
wonder who owns this stuff.
Doesn't really matter now, does it? Well.
This'll come in handy.
Uh-huh.
The sooner you find a way to light the next passageway, the sooner we can get the hell out of this damn place.
I'll scout ahead. See what I can find.
There's the full. There's the ventilation system, the forced air system. Alright, come on, Jace. What now?
Elevator time, Jace.
Right behind you.
So, your research. What's it about?
You know much about astrophysics?
Not really.
We're scanning for signals, gathering data.
What for?
I think it's better if Dr. Atwood explains it.
Sounds mysterious.
You could say that.
Aliens!
Lights! Great! Now we can really see how dark this place is. We might be pushing our luck, but I wonder if we can get that crane running again.
I mean, not without power.
I bet it has a manual setting. See if you can find a way to unlock the system. Could be our way across to the other side.
Right. I'll see what I can find.
You're probably looking for some kind of key.
Sure, there's always a key. It's never anywhere close to where you need it.
Oh, you played Resident Evil then, have you, Mackenzie?
Any luck finding that key?
Still looking.
You doing okay, Mackenzie?
Yep. Keep talking. Hearing your voice is helping me orient myself in this confusing place.
Hi, Amy. You must have just heard me made my comment about Resident Evil.
The second we can, Jace. Believe me, I don't much like this place either.
So I finally got Wintermute Chapter 5 working. Which is obviously what I'm playing now. We've had to give Mathis's associates the slip. And we found ourselves in a mine. And Jace is claustrophobic. Doesn't like the dark. And we're looking for a key to operate that crane there. And the reason I mention Resident Evil is because Mackenzie happened to say, or Jace said there's always a key, and Mackenzie said there's always a key, just never where you need it. So Mackenzie's obviously played Resident Evil. Do you know, it wasn't Hinterland in the end, Bella. It was it was the forums. I found out that what I had to do was go back and reload a previous save, which in this case meant playing through the ship again. So I can see where they dug up all the bugs. So, but I'm still expecting an email back from Hinterland saying the same thing. Me. Who? Yes, Jace, it's too late to turn back. Yep. Well, save before you get out of the back of the ship where you find all the bodies. Ooh, took. Ah. Key. Right, how far back do you reckon we'll get before the mine collapses?
Great work, Mackenzie. Now get back over here so we can leave, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Of course. Right.
Great. You made it.
Yes, Jason, working on it. Did you go on ahead without all that moaning about not wanting to be left behind? Oh, occasionally the...
Jace, what's your favorite time?
Elevator time. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, occasionally the dialogue does stick on the screen.
Before, when you asked about my research with Dr. Atwood,
Yeah?
I'm not trying to be evasive. It's just...
It's okay, Jace. We're not all cut out to be astrophysicists.
It's not that I don't think you can understand it.
Sure.
It's more that the research is a little...
Classified?
It's a little fringe.
Fringe.
Let's just say it's not exactly going to get written up in the regular scientific journals.
You have no idea what Dr. Atwood's doing up here, do you?
I mean, mostly.
Mostly?
Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling that Hinterland deliberately kept back chapter 5, considering what Jace has just said and what's just happened. You know, with the certain spaceship landing, crashed, or splashing down. Yes, today. Yeah, today for me.
It's only the dark. nothing to be scared of. Wait, what was that? Mackenzie, is this the way out?
You seem excited to leave.
Stop fooling around. I need to feel fresh air on my face.
Just gotta get past this massive door.
Here, help me. Turn the other handle.
Right.
Can we get the hell out of this place now, please?
Right behind you.
I think I can smell fresh air.
Straight out into Mathis's gang. Or maybe not.
Well. The good news is, nobody's gonna be coming after us through that.
Not the best escort mission, but not the worst. $2,196 meters.
There it is. Home sweet home.
Feels more like the ends of the earth up here.
We're above the tree line. The weather is unforgiving. But there's a peacefulness. Being this close to the ceiling of the world.
Not words I'd have expected from a girl who grew up in the big city.
Being up here does something to you. It makes everything seem less. Somehow.
I think I understand what you mean.
I hope we're not too late.
Pretty sure the Artemis crew knows what you mean as well.
Maybe nobody's home.
This place is huge. We could bang this door for hours and she might not hear it.
The sun's gone and the temperature is dropping. I'm afraid.
Wait. I think I hear something. Dr. Atwood? It's me, Jace.
Hello, dear. I'm very glad to see you again. Relieved, even. And who is this?
This is Mackenzie. He helped me find my way back to you.
You know how I feel about strangers.
I know, but I have a feeling he can help us.
You kids had better come inside then.
Answers.
What took you so long? I was starting to get worried.
I ran into some trouble on my way back. You know the old penitentiary?
Oh, goodness. You didn't end up there, did you?
Yeah. And things got messy. But Mackenzie helped me out of it.
You met this man at the penitentiary?
I wouldn't have made it out alive without him.
Well, it sounds like you've had some adventures. I've also been busy with our research.
Yeah? Any breakthroughs while I was gone?
Well, unfortunately, no. The whole facility seems to be in a kind of maintenance mode.
Okay,
Did
yeah,
you
just
manage to pull our data from the scope before the power died?
Unfortunately not. That's what I need to talk to you about. But first, there's something I need to show you in my study.
woo! Glitches.
It's nice and warm in your lab. How'd you manage that?
It seems that the plant's geothermal backup is still working, but this seems to be the only room with the facility getting any heat. I've started sleeping in here, which is convenient for my research.
Any way we can use the backup to power the rest of the facility?
Unfortunately, no. At least, not without several time-consuming excursions to the substations providing power to the lab.
But what about our research? Were you able to pull the data down from our last series of scans?
Also negative. I was able to extract a small amount of data before the massive power surge fried a lot of our equipment. It's possible there might still be some remnants in the memory buffers, but we won't know until the power is back online.
Damn it. That's years of postdoctoral work down the tube.
I will say, the small amount of data I was able to pull just before everything shut down was concerning.
Enough to confirm your theories?
Theories?
I hesitate to say more without access to more data. What I saw could easily have been a glitch. Maybe.
Maybe. I know that look in your eye, Dr. Atwood. You found something, didn't you?
I shouldn't say more until we can get the data. And now that you're back, we can put our heads together and maybe find a solution. That said, it might be best to remember our security protocols.
If you're referring to Mackenzie, he can be trusted.
If my suspicions are correct, I'm not sure we can take that risk.
Look, I'm not here about your research.
Then why are you here?
I was sent here to find you.
Sent here by whom?
An old trapper living in a cabin somewhere near a place called Mystery Lake.
Trapper? I don't know anyone out that way.
Guy by the name of Jeremiah. Grumpy guy, but he didn't strike me as the frivolous type. It was important to him that I find you.
Well, what was the message?
Wintermute.
It's a bit strange. He said to tell you, wintermute.
Wintermute.
That's what he said.
Jeremiah and Wintermute. I haven't heard those names in a long, long time.
Are you okay, Dr. Atwood? What's this all about?
It can't be.
Dr. Atwood.
What does it mean?
It means things are much, much worse than I feared.
Can you
Answers.
explain any of this?
I need to think. Please leave me now. I need quiet to think.
Well, okay. Come on, Mackenzie. When she gets like this, it might be days before she comes out of it. We may as well try to get some rest.
Right.
I won't lie. It's been a while since I had a proper sleep.
I hear you. My room's in the workers' quarters out this way. There's plenty of empty bunk rooms. Take your pick.
As long as it's warm.
And a kitchen with food, if you're hungry.
Thanks. I'll check it out.
Thanks for your help today, Mackenzie.
Not a problem.
No, I mean it. I never would have made it through that mine without you.
Or the prison. Or the logging camp. Or...
Good night, Mackenzie.
Good night, Chase.
So tired.
Yeah. That's... Oh.
Whoa. I haven't seen that much food in... Well, feels like years. I need to find a place to rest.
It's getting worse. We have to do something. You said you'd help. You said you had something that could help her. Astrid, it's getting worse. You have to do something. You understand that better than anyone.
Yes, I do.
Find a way and get up here as soon as you can.
I will. As soon as I can figure out how to... I'll find a way to get it to you.
Have you asked Will?
No. It's been years since we... I haven't asked him yet.
We don't have time for this, Astrid. You need to do this, and soon.
I will. I'll fix it. I promise I will get there.
I'm afraid it's happening again, Astrid. I'm afraid we'll lose her this time.
That's not gonna happen.
Hurry, Astrid.
Huh?
Well, don't worry, Pilot. You'll be with her soon.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie. Good. You're awake. Atwood wants us to meet her in the control room. I think she was up all night.
Won't surprise me.
I have to get the hell out of here.
Ooh. Suzuki radio telescope. I like that mug.
You look like you could use this.
There isn't enough coffee in the world, believe me.
Glad you could join us. It took me all night, but I think I figured out how we might be able to retrieve the data in the memory buffers. It's risky, but I don't think we have a choice.
I would love to help, but there's a place I gotta be. I delivered your message. I got Jace back to you. My work here is done.
Yep.
There are other people who need me.
Listen, Mackenzie, is it? I'm not a trusting person by nature. But if John trusted you with his message?
John?
You know him as Jeremiah.
Oh, so you do know him?
Yes, it's a long story. Suffice to say that if John trusted you, I will also be forced to trust you.
Like I said, I have stuff to do, so don't feel obligated to include me.
Mr. Mackenzie.
Just Mackenzie.
Mr. Mackenzie, whatever important thing you think you need to do, I promise you, it's not more important than this. This might be the most important thing anyone has ever done.
I'm listening.
I have an idea for how to retrieve our data from the memory buffers, but to do that, I need the power back online.
And you're going to do it for
Sounds like
me.
a tall order, given everything.
Normally, I'd agree. But the Suzuki telescope was built with a very specific purpose in mind.
It's electromagnetically shielded.
Exactly. See, the whole reason this is up here is its location not only allows the telescope to broadcast and receive signals from space with almost unprecedented clarity.
Like I said in the mine, why else would you build a radio telescope in such a remote location?
But the area's geological and geothermal characteristics lend it some very unique attributes.
Look, I'm not a scientist.
Can you flip a switch?
That I can do.
Perfect. Look at this map. See these 3 black rectangles?
Uh-huh.
These are substations for the station's geothermal plant.
I thought you said it was only enough to power the heat in your lab.
Currently, yes, but the system was designed to power the whole facility. The project was mothballed several years ago, and only the small feeder line left open, which is what is heating us right now. But the main line was mostly operational when they shut it down.
Okay.
If we can get the full system back online, we might have enough power to fire up the mainframes and pull the memory from the buffers before...
Before what?
Before the memory gets wiped. Forever.
So the only way to maybe retrieve the data is to possibly get the system going long enough to pull the data down, and if we fail to have perfect timing, the data, my life's work, will be deleted. Forever.
Our life's work.
What do you need me to do?
Flip a switch.
In each of the 3 substations, you should be able to find a bank of physical switches. They're currently in a kind of testing mode. Prime them and flip them to active. And, with any luck, we'll have power.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Problem is, once you start one substation, you'll have to hurry to the next. Normally, they would be turned on simultaneously by multiple crews. Here, you'll be on your own. If you take too long, pressure will build up in the system and probably create a catastrophic explosion.
Oh, thanks.
Right. Let's avoid that.
Tell him.
Tell him what?
You know.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Tell him.
Tell me what?
Well, you might not be alone out there.
Huh?
You might have noticed wildlife has been acting a bit strange lately, since the aurora first appeared weeks ago.
You don't say.
Well, for some reason, it's even worse up here.
Our working theory is the altitude and proximity to a range of anomalous geological strata.
It's okay. Strange wildlife I can handle.
Great. You'd better get going.
What's the hurry?
You need to be back before the next aurora.
Why can't things ever be easy?
If my calculations are correct, we're due for another burst of heightened aurora activity very soon, which means the unshielded parts of the system will be vulnerable. Last time, the system shut down following emergency protocols. This time, there are no more protocols to protect the system. Another blast of geomagnetic activity like that, and the whole system could go up in flames.
Right. So, no data. And what's so important about this data anyway?
Please hurry, Mr. Mackenzie. Get this done, and I promise you all the answers your curious heart desires.
Right.
There's a supply room by the entrance we came in at. You're gonna want to grab some warmer clothes and whatever else you think might come in handy.
They were looking to use the Earth as some sort of power generator. Either that, or they were concerned about the poles flipping, which does happen.
This place is a bit of a maze.
Be careful out there. Everything depends on you now.
Oh. I'll be careful.
Just come back, okay?
Okay. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Like, exactly the same thing. Right, where's this supply room? Yeah, this supply room that I've just found. Yeah, I'll use this supply room until I find the correct supply room.
Too much stuff to carry.
Tactical backpack. Shotgun. Ooh. Give me a shotgun. Crampons.
Never would have thought to look here.
need it all.
Someone's stash.
We'll probably need the noisemakers. Whatever else I have, I can just...
Starting to weigh me down.
Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need that. Can leave this lot, some of this lot, for the residents here. Probably gonna need military stim. Alright. Let's keep that toque. Tactical jacket, which is warm than Mackenzie's jacket. We are going to need to be warm out here. Tactical gloves. Probably have to take on some wolves as well. Everything I'm not wearing can be dropped. Because we're going to have to move fast as well. I'm going to need 4 can openers. Might need 4 candles though. Four candles. And here we go. Oranges, prunes, green tea, not the crappy brand, milk, goat cheese if you can find some. PO Box is 1859. Make sure they send the proper spare parts this time, otherwise don't bother bringing them up here. Remember our security protocols, cash only, no names, and don't mention where you work. This is starting to sound more and more like a classified project. And the fact that it uses geothermal energy to power it as well. Oh, you better not crash on me. It's a fucking... Alright, it's a broken bridge. Going that way. Oh, come on. Right, there's our first way across. Got to get up there somehow. Up we go. Come on, Mac. Right, first bank of power switches because only I can flip them. Big obvious switch would be nice. And a big obvious switch is what they give us.
Hope that worked. That seems to have woken up a lot of bad stuff.
Great.
Hey, Mackenzie.
Back to this phone thing, I see.
Remind you of any prison in particular?
Those were good times. What's up, Jason?
Just saw the light for Substation 3 go green on my board. Nice work. Wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
Slow going. Lots of angry wildlife out here.
Yeah, we tried to warn you.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, be careful out there. I'll check in with you at the next substation.
Will do.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Jace. Let's get the hell out of here.
Gotta keep moving. No time to waste. One down.
Right, from there, up here.
Looks like steam is starting to come out of the pipes. Pressure must be building in the system. Just like Atwood warned would happen. Gotta follow the steam pipes. They'll lead me to the next substation.
Can't get up there. Gotta go rope climbing. Woo! Better be the best way up there. Looks like it is. Looks like it's the only way up here. Right. It's good to see Roddy's trying to eat. For those people that don't know, Roddy is one of the foster rats that I've been fostering, and we found, or I found, he had a crooked tooth. Now, crooked tooth in a rat isn't necessarily a bad thing because their teeth are constantly growing, but it depends on whether the vet can trim it down and make it grow straight again. It'll depend on how much it's going to cost over his lifetime. Because if the vet can trim it back and it'll grow and it grows straight, then that's not a problem. It just keeps eating and chewing normally. If, however, it's a permanent thing, it means he has to go back to the vet every few weeks and have his tooth ground down. Which I can imagine will cost a lot of money. But that is one of the defining characteristics of rodents. Constantly growing teeth. Like another certain small animal that I know. Gone for some wildlife encounters. That would have been fun. 3 hours 18 minutes. Cold coffee's not the best, but right now I need the need to get to the substation is greater than the need of a warm cup of coffee. hope I'm going the right way. I haven't got a lot of time left. Can't use a stim because Mackenzie will need some sleep after that. And right now we cannot afford to sleep.
Primed and activated. I'm not sure I can carry much more. We gotta stop meeting like this.
How goes the war?
Not sure. I think we're winning?
2 green lights on the board. Feels like we could be.
Something doesn't feel quite right, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Can't put my finger on it.
We'll keep an eye on it. I need you upright and breathing out there, getting shit done.
I'm on it.
Yes,
Atwood's
boss.
getting squirrely. She's pretty sure tonight's Aurora is going to be a big one. I don't need to tell you how important this is, do I, Mackenzie?
I know what I need to do.
I'm seeing some pressure building in the geothermal system. Gotta get that next station online ASAP, or we're gonna have problems.
Understood. I'll get it done.
Sorry to add more pressure, Mackenzie. Please be careful out there.
You know me. Careful is my middle name.
I think you mean crashing my plane and having endless bad luck is your middle name.
Still here, though.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, thanks, Jace. What we got? Double barrel, single barrel. Oh, come on. I suppose I just have to be careful with my shots.
I need to drop something. I'm going too slow. I'm gonna run out of time. Another one down. is that glowing stuff? It's like the aurora on the ground.
I forget what it is.
Follow the pipes. Yeah, they'll show the way out of this crazy place.
Yeah, I also have a map that shows me a way. Mind you, saying that, I still have no idea how I'm going to get across this this broken bridge.
Where's the good stuff?
Ooh, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Oh, they're taking their cue from Silent Hill.
You might have to drop some gear.
Any prizes for guessing when we're going to be ambushed? Damn it. No, that's alright.
I'm stuck in the crazy mountains. Madness. Like mountains of madness.
That's perfectly fine. How far have we got to go? Not far at all. Though I can almost guarantee that we're going to have to come. We're going to have to take on Mathis. One of Mathis's gang. Of the two entrances in that house, you try to go through the smaller one and wonder why you get your fat butt stuck.
There's got to be something useful in here. I'm gonna have to leave something behind. That's the last of them. There's got to be another way out of here. I've got to find my way past this mess.
Oh, come on, Mac. It's not like...
I see 3 green lights on the board, and a bunch of this old gear seems to be powering up.
Good news.
How's it looking out there?
I think I've seen the worst of it.
The pressure in the system seems to have dissipated, so that's one less thing to worry about.
Great news. How we're at with preparations coming?
She's in heaven. Haven't been able to get a word in edgewise since the power came back online. She's been running from system to system, and I am just trying to stay out of her way.
All right. Let's hope her plan works.
Tell that man to stop fooling around and get back here on the double.
I gotta go. If the big Aurora appears before we're ready...
I remember. Life's work down the tube.
Exactly. Be careful out there, Mackenzie. And get back to us soon.
I'm on my way. Too heavy. I gotta hurry. I need to get back to Suzuki before nightfall. Good. It worked.
Heaviest item should be, yeah. Any duplications that I'm not going to need. If I'm not wearing it, drop it. Drop a couple of those. Have I got any stimulating stimulus?
The air tastes funny. Metal in my mouth.
It's an electromagnetic build. It's an electromagnetic build-up. It's also radiation.
Oh, shit.
Actually, it's radiation more than it is electromagnetism. Usually one of the first things reported in a heavily radiated area is the air tasting like metal.
What the hell was that? Oh, shit! Is that what I think it is?
Cougar. Okay. Okay. I haven't got tuna. I haven't got a can of tuna big enough to take on a cougar. Shit.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Make sure we're loaded.
Now, gotta get back to Suzuki before it's too late.
Answers.
You did it, Mackenzie.
Yes, good work, young man.
It was no trouble.
Thank you, I think.
Now, do you have everything you need?
I think so.
I still have a job for you.
Right.
Of course you do.
Please, accompany Jace up to...
I can handle that alone, Dr. Atwood. He's already done enough.
Accompany Jace to...
With tonight's Aurora, we have a chance to pull the data now that the systems are nearly back online. But I'm not sure Jace can handle the next part alone.
I don't need any help.
We need to get the data from the buffers back into the mainframe, and then to the scope's relays for processing. But for that to work, we need the benefit of the program.
The program?
Just a little something I put together during my graduate thesis.
It's a brilliant bit of coding, and without it, we'd be dead in the water.
Okay. So, what can I do?
The next parts are all about perfect timing, and we each have a part to play.
I'm sure I can handle the telescope.
Nonsense. This is too important to let pride get in the way.
Once more, for good luck.
Let's not make this a habit, okay?
Works for me.
You two had better get moving. We're running out of time.
Do you want to start giving me answers now, Jace? No, didn't think so.
Could they have built a more confusing space? This place is old, but it has good bones.
Uh-huh. Get to the point, please.
Feels like the whole facility is slowly waking up. That aurora is a real mystery. It's almost like magic, really.
Not really. How can you be an astrophysicist and not know how an aurora actually works?
Imagine the logistics involved in building a facility. Staggering. People who built this had no idea how important it would be someday. Well, there she is. The Suzuki Radio Telescope. Isn't she beautiful? Lit up by the aurora, no less. I've never seen it so bright.
It's massive.
Let's hope we're not too late.
Alright.
Okay, time to get this party started. There's a fair bit of interference. Keyboard is glitching a bit. Can't be helped, we're way past long shots at this point. Loading the program. Now.
Are you in place? I'm seeing some spikes on the sensors at the peak.
Shouldn't be long now.
What do you need me to do?
Okay, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna have to run the program and update the code in real time to modulate for the aberrant magnetic field and...
Jace.
So
English.
I'll be busy focusing on that. Meanwhile, once the telescope grabs a signal, we'll need to follow the source. The new data will help flush the buffers, and the data in the buffers will get pushed to Dr. Atwood's workstation for processing. It's an archaic system, but best I could do with 30-year-old technology.
I'm still not clear on what you need me to do.
You're a pilot, right?
Yep.
Know how to adjust your heading to follow a radar beacon?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
Same principle. Grab the big metal wheels at the base of each leg of the telescope sensor assembly. You'll see a bunch of numbers around the edge. When my program outputs specific bearings, I'll shout them to you. And then you have to find a way to match those bearings as quickly as you can.
Sounds easy enough.
The timing has to be perfect.
Got it.
Like, exactly perfect.
Got it.
I hear you loud and clear.
Did you say you got here after crashing your plane?
Oh, shut up,
Don't
Jace.
stop.
Get ready. I'm seeing some power spikes. Something big. It's happening.
Get ready, Mackenzie.
I hope I'm going the right bloody way.
What a mess.
Look for the wheel, Mackenzie.
Wheel. That's the only wheel I can see. But even in the right place. Is it that big metal wheel there?
degrees. Look for the console with the big wheel on it. Come on, Mackenzie.
How am I supposed to find anything down here? There's gotta be a way through here. The dish is huge.
That's it. We're getting close now. Keep going. Okay. 67 degrees.
Jace? Everything okay over there?
Don't worry. Keep going. Last bearing incoming. Come on, you sweet, sweet program. Don't let me down.
My energy is just disappearing.
Mackenzie. Get to 156 before the whole thing blows.
Come on. This is going to be cutting it close. Ow.
The program?
She did the most any program can hope to do. Her job. Now let's hope Dr. Atwood got what she needed. Because this gear is toast.
Right, can I have some answers now, please?
It's coming now. All the data just flooding out of the buffers. It worked. God damn it, it worked.
Oh, thank goodness. I'd hate to have to restart my PhD.
You did brilliant work, my girl. Absolutely brilliant. We just need to keep the data flow. Ensure it comes in a continuous flow, uninterrupted.
How long before the data is ready for analysis?
These are old systems, and it takes a while for them to crunch through the numbers. It'll be hours before we'll...
I just want answers.
It's not the power this time. Geothermal plant's still showing up green on the board.
Some kind of overload or emergency shutdown.
What now?
Now we do this the old-fashioned way. We start combing through the numbers.
I'll get us some light. Do you see anything that would indicate the level of K index we might expect to...
Shush, girl. Let me read.
Do you want me to grab a printout and I...
Could it be a G10?
Is there something I can do to...
Aha! Here it is. Here it is.
There it is.
What do you see?
It can't be. That silly old British bastard was right. He just never knew how right he was. Why did it have to happen in our time?
British bastard? Please explain.
For you to fully understand would take more time than we have. I'd have to go back more than 150 years.
I like a good story.
Mm-hmm.
I think we deserve some answers.
Very well. In 1865, a British scientist and naval officer was tasked with supporting the research of a scientific team, seeking to create a kind of communication that could travel over the air. The Admiralty felt that dependence on the telegraph was holding them back. This Navy man was inspired by stories he'd
Carrington
heard about
event.
the Carrington
Oh.
event 6 years prior. At the time, the largest geomagnetic event
Yep.
ever recorded. He had heard that the abundance of static electricity in the air had powered telegraph lines, even after the operators had unplugged them. Fires broke out due to this geomagnetically induced
Yeah.
current.
Two
It got him thinking.
telegraphists were talking to each other over the
scientists
Atlantic
researched on
Ocean.
him all over the world, and he began to piece together a picture of the Earth's geomagnetic profile, and something about the operation of the sun and its effects on the Earth's magnetic field. Remember, this was 150 years ago, and well before they had the equipment to prove any of this. But a theory began to take shape in his mind that suggested the sun went through cycles of geomagnetic activity, waxing and waning, but sometimes spiking inexplicably in dramatic ways. The historical record held evidence of many of these events, but in pre-industrial times, the impacts were more subtle. Even in the mid-1800s, there wasn't enough power infrastructure to really feel the impact of these spikes, so it wasn't of grave concern. But the growing dependence on telegraphy suggested this shouldn't be ignored. And this scientist predicted that if the level of electrification continued to grow exponentially, as was predicted, this would create a serious vulnerability that could be exploited by their enemies at great cost to industry and society at large. He was given a secret commission from the Royal Geographical Society to prove his theories and to come up with a strategy that would ensure the British were in the strongest position to exploit any such geomagnetic disaster. After another decade of research, the scientists began to suspect that this geomagnetic current that existed all around them could impact many other things, and more deeply. He began to study migration patterns of animals, and gathered evidence of whale strandings, bird die-offs, and other unexplained mysteries relating to animals' innate abilities to navigate vast distances with great precision, without the benefit of modern tools or equipment. Eventually, he knew he had to travel north to the Arctic to really test his theories.
You talking about the Franklin
And in
expedition?
December of 1865, he took a ship and a crew of Navy scientists and mariners in a specially commissioned research vessel, a modified bomb mortar ship, fashioned after the Terror and Erebus from the ill-fated Franklin expedition. His ship was named the HMS In Tenebris, and he took it and a crew far above the Arctic Circle, along with an array of unique recording equipments he had crafted himself, with the hope of collecting data to support his theories. This scientist and Navy man was Captain Edmund Wintermute.
The word in Mackenzie's secret message.
It was a person's name.
Wintermute's mission was to collect data near the Arctic Circle, and he and his crew were also tasked with the goal of resupplying a small Navy research outpost that had been set up as part of Wintermute's program the year before. Some of the crew on Wintermute's ship was designated as relief for the outpost crew, and Wintermute was meant to bring the replaced men home to their families. A few days away from the Arctic Circle and 2 days from their destination, Wintermute recorded increasingly active aurora and other geomagnetic activity around the ship, including St. Elmo's Fire. But he also noticed something else. As evidenced by their journals, many of the crew were having trouble sleeping, with some experiencing full-blown insomnia that worsened as they traveled further north. Some were also beginning to forget things, their journal entries occasionally slipping into childlike language or outright gibberish. 2 days out from their destination, the night watch rang the ship's bell to announce a man had gone overboard. The man, an experienced mariner, had been observed to simply walk off the deck of the ship. By all rights, a calm and dependable sailor. This event shook the crew's morale. Wintermute did his best to keep them focused, but he was still inexperienced as a ship's captain, always more the scientist than sailor or navy man, and he could tell the men were increasingly becoming anxious, even distrustful.
Walked off the ship and straight into the water.
Exactly, but things got even stranger after that. When they arrived at their destination, a small island surrounded by sea ice, they found the Navy observation camp that Wintermute had set up the year before completely abandoned. The shelters were mostly destroyed, the relentless Arctic winds having shredded their campus. The sled dogs were killed, some seeming to have been eaten. Many of the men were found dead, their bodies frozen in their beds, some showing signs of having been attacked or murdered.
Yikes.
Keep in mind, the Franklin expedition was still fresh in the public imagination during this time, including all the rumors of cannibalism.
Yep, I was thinking the
Wintermute
same.
could tell some of his men were nearing their breaking point, so he sent them back to the ship and took only a small group of trusted officers with him to search the rest of the small island. On the far northern side, in an icy bay, they found the remainder of the outpost crew, their bodies frozen solid in the ice.
Wonder if they're going to bring up the Dyatlov Pass.
Walked in and simply frozen in place.
Jesus. And I thought we had it bad.
Not wanting to completely abandon his research, but also recognizing the fragility of his situation, Wintermute kept a small group of trusted and hardy men with him. He offloaded sufficient provisions and equipment for them to survive up to 6 months, and sent the crew and the Intenebris back to London, with the request that they send a rescue ship to pick them up.
That's dedication. But what does it have to do with our data?
I'm getting there. Months later, the relief ship returned to find only Wintermute remained. He had left books of scrawled notes, data he had gathered using his novel devices, sketches and observances of the men he had kept with him, and a detailed diary outlining their slow but progressive decline into a kind of fugue and madness. Wintermute was accused of murdering the men, brought back in shackles, and once back in England, summarily court-martialed and committed to a sanatorium. His equipment, journals, and the data therein were hidden by the Admiralty, and the Royal Geographical Society renounced Wintermute's membership and denounced his research, claiming he had gone rogue. His work disappeared for over a century, until I dug it up.
Why haven't we ever heard this story before?
Embarrassment.
Exactly the question you should be asking. I had encountered odd and inexplicable references to his research, but always leading to dead ends. I finally managed to get my hands, through no small feat of my own canny research and a dogged determination, I might add, on a few of his earlier papers. It wasn't easy, believe me. A woman, let alone a woman who isn't white, had to work 10 times harder to get access to this material, but I managed to do it. I spent the next 20 years piecing it together, tracing the fingerprints of Wintermute's theory, collecting his data, analyzing, and then adding to his research with research of my own using increasingly modern equipment. And the more I dug, the more data I collected, the more worried I became. Because not only had Wintermute's original fear come to pass, that the world had become dependent on the electrical grid, a technology that would easily be taken offline should any Carrington-level geomagnetic event occur, but even worse, that the Carrington event of 1859 was like a tiny spark compared to the massive, overwhelming storm that might come in the future. I started to talk to others about this, but of course people thought I was crazy. They ignored me at first, then started to denounce me, and then ostracize me. Until I eventually found myself so far on the fringes of accepted science that I was entirely isolated, with nobody to trust, nobody who would believe me. I lost my job, my marriage failed, all my academic credentials were thrown into question.
Ah, this explains something about your reputation, Dr. Atwood.
Nobody would believe me, except for John, who you met as Jeremiah, Mr. Mackenzie. He was a young corporal in the Canadian military when I first met him. Handsome, as I recall. It's a long story on top of an already long story, so I won't tell it all here. But the important thing was he was stationed at a radar observation post along the dew line, far north, and started to observe some strange things of his own. He followed the trail, which eventually led him to me. Then when we got together, there were sparks, I tell you. To be believed by someone, it was like a drug. We worked to uncover more data, and he kept his eyes and ears open, using his military connections to gather more information carefully. And he moved up the ranks, but always stayed under the radar, putting his career aspirations aside to ensure he could stay close to the facilities we needed access to. But it was never going to last. At one point, he was caught accessing some classified data shared with our NATO allies, and they thought he was spying for the Russians, so they put him in military prison. And we lost touch. Years later, he actually found me here, at the radio telescope. He was a changed man. His fire was gone. They'd somehow broken him. He said he still believed, but he couldn't be part of this journey. And that's the last time I saw him. That was more than 20 years ago. I can't believe he's still alive. And on Great Bear, no less.
You can't possibly believe that's some kind of coincidence. Jeremiah being here.
What are you suggesting?
Isn't it obvious? He stayed here for you. To be close to you. To keep watch.
He's been here ever since. Close by, in case you might need him. And as soon as he saw the aurora and what it could do, he knew. He saw the signs. When I met him, he was nearly killed by a bear. And when I left him, he was still not much more than half alive. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come here himself. But he sent me to warn you. He made me promise. And he knew by then what that promise would mean.
He sent you in his place. And it's a good thing he did, because now we have the final piece. This is the answer we've been looking for all these years.
Do we finally have it?
I think we do, dear.
I'm not following.
All my research here, and Jace's since she joined me, has been to try to anticipate, to get ahead.
Ahead of what?
The next big
Carrington event.
The thing Wintermute spent his life also searching for. And others, lesser scientists, industrialists, crackpots, even here on Great Bear. The island's unique geologic strata and northern latitude created a perfect test bed for geomagnetic research. Even a few decades ago, a German industrialist named Rudiger. But that's not important.
Dr. Atwood, do we know the terminus?
We do, my dear.
And when is it coming? Do we have time to prepare?
No, dear. It's already too late. It's already started.
What does that mean?
It means
Means the electrical grid's going offline.
we're in a new geomagnetic normal. What you've seen so far is really just the beginning. Things will get much worse from here on out.
But how long will it last? Carrington was over in a few days, weeks at most.
Years.
Oh, this is much bigger than Carrington.
How long, Doctor?
I hesitate to say. With the data I have, I can only offer a vague range. 40 to 400.
Hours?
Years.
Years. Wintermute tried to warn us 150 years ago, but nobody listened. And now we're at the very beginning of a geomagnetic storm. A disaster of such proportion we've not seen its like in recorded history. The power grid is down. Everything humanity has built over the last 100 years or more, based on technology, electronics, everything based on the integrated circuit, electricity, it's gone. It's all gone. Nature is changing, and soon we'll begin to see the impact on people. We won't emerge unscathed. And this period of darkness will last from 40 to 400 years. A new dark age. The long dark. And what humanity will exist on the other side of it, I cannot even begin to guess.
Then I need to warn her. I need to get to Perseverance Mills.
You're talking about your ex-wife, the doctor?
Astrid will be there. And she needs what's in this hard case.
What's in the case, and what kind of doctor?
Medical.
She's a researcher. Insomnia, memory loss, fugue states. I think she stole some experimental meds. She's trying to help a friend. A child that's suffering from some mysterious illness. I'm not sure.
Go to her. Regardless of what's in the case, you can bring her here. Her and anyone else you care about. We have to think about the survival of the species now.
But what can we possibly do here?
Oh, Jace, my silly girl. Have you forgotten what this facility is built on?
I just know it's some government thing.
It's an ark.
Before it was repurposed for use with the radio telescope, this was an observation post for monitoring satellite communications. Mostly American, Russian, some Chinese, Cold War stuff.
But why here? Who would think we'd be spying from here?
Exactly.
Exactly. A few floors below us are the magnetically shielded dorms and storerooms designed for the folks who used to live and work here, back in the Cold War. The whole place is basically a big bunker.
Right. And the team that built the geothermal plant left various supplies behind.
Exactly. There's probably enough dry rations and assorted supplies there to feed dozens of people for a couple of years.
Survival of the species, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Then I better get to it.
Right. What I need to do first of all is sleep. The thing is we survived as humans. We survived for hundreds of thousands of years without electricity. It's only been in the last 200 years that we've had electricity. I mean, I know we're well over dependent on it now, but pretty sure we can learn to go without electricity.
That'll come in handy.
Can America? Yeah, good point. Good point. you know what? I'm gonna have to caffeinate myself, aren't I? Anything in here? Ha! Maple syrup. Oh, one of them mugs. Also want a Hinterland mug, but I'm not going to get it. Can't believe the game's not letting me sleep. Just crossed the threshold. Please don't crash. Come on, you were just out. You were just getting interesting.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
This is your patient. And in case you're thinking of letting him die, consider this a little extra incentive to keep him alive.
Astrid, you don't need to do that.
I need you focused.
I'm a doctor. I'll do whatever I can to help your friend.
He's not my friend. He's my son. He dies, she dies, and then you die.
He's lost a lot of blood. And his injury looks infected. There's a fair bit of bruising around the torso, suggesting there may be internal injuries. Tell me what happened to him.
There was an explosion. that a lot of heavy stuff fell on him.
How did you know to come here?
We heard on the radio.
Shut it, Vachon. You always did talk too much. You never mind that. Just fix Donner.
For internal injuries, there's not much I can do with the equipment here. It's too rudimentary. Normally, he'd be airlifted to a regional hospital.
You'd better figure something out.
I need some better gear, like an emergency trauma kit.
Well, you better figure out where you can find something like that, and soon.
The search and rescue station. They need to keep it stocked as emergency backup for remote communities like Perseverance. There's medical supplies there.
Where is it?
Along the old logging roads, north of Desperation Bay.
Oh, Desperation Bay.
It won't be a fast trip on foot.
Why did they put...
Well then, Doctor, you better get going.
I'll get the supplies and I'll be right back. And then we'll get Freya out of here.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Doctor. Heller, go with her.
But, boss.
Shut up and get going. A little company to make sure you come back. And remember, Donner goes, and your friend won't be looking quite so healthy when you get back.
Be careful, Astrid.
Look, we've been traveling for hours. I'm not going any further.
My friend warned us it was a long walk to the SAR station.
I'm freezing. Gotta warm up before I go any further.
I guess we can stop for a bit.
Listen, lady. Hey, look, a train. Damn, what an ancient piece of junk. This thing belongs in a museum.
Yeah, but it's steam.
Nah, not really. Just think they're cool. Bet this track leads to the SAR station.
If I could just get this old steam engine working, it would save us a lot of time.
Sure would be walking. But it looks to be missing some control parts. Throttle, maybe?
Must be around here somewhere.
Not quite how it works, but yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I'll just be over here, looking for some way to thaw out.
Gee, thanks for your help.
Anytime, lady.
Right, so the thing I was about to say
Barely walk with this much gear.
is... why would they put a search and rescue in an area that's almost impossible to get to? Makes no sense. Kind of like... kind of like putting a fire station on an island. Yeah, cabbages is about the right... yeah, cabbage is about the right word.
Maybe I can find something useful in that maintenance shed.
You're now seeing the blue flashes on the screen.
This will come in handy. Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Nope. What have we got in here? We're going to need newspaper.
This must be what I need to get the train going.
You need a bit more than that, Astrid. But, okay, for the sake of brevity, yes.
That should do it. Now to get a fire started in the firebox. This pack is getting kind of heavy. Okay, so the fire's going, and that means the steam pressure should start building any minute now.
Need to find
Coming?
I just got this fire going. Finally starting to feel my feet again.
You aren't worried I'll run off somewhere?
You? Nah.
I'll be back as soon as I find the trauma kit. I need more coal.
more coal. Coal, coal, coal.
Gotta get the pressure up. Then release the brake. And
I'm not in the train. Silly cat. Ooh. Black smoke, not good. Right. Got air brakes.
It works.
Actually, it'd be warmer if it were in here. If you were in here, buddy. I haven't got any fuel.
Switching yard. Dead end. Just switch the tracks and try again.
Gives me coal. Need more coal. Where am I going to get coal from? Is that random lump of coal just lying there? It is! Awesome.
Looks like I need more coal to get the fire burning hotter.
Bridge is going to collapse. And I'm going to need to push that out of the way. It's fine. I've got a vehicle to do that. Lots of coal. brakes off. I assume I'm going to go forward.
Let's go!
Happy train noises!
Switch the tracks and try again.
So I'm actually going to have to push the car off the road, alright? What's down there? I bet we'll have to come back that way.
Looks like I need more coal to get the fire burning hotter.
Guess what? I've got more coal! Happy train noises, happy train noises, happy train noises. There it is. I'm gonna have to. Oh, I can't. Okay. What I can do though is turn the train round. Even here. Damn. Right, I'm going to grab the trauma kit and then I'm going to end the stream. See, I've got to get up to the search and rescue station first. Been streaming for 3.5 hours. It's unusual for me. Shows it must be good. Need to grab coal for the way back as well.
Looks like this is the way to the SAR station.
What gives you that idea? That great big sign that says SAR station this way. God, I can be sarcastic sometimes. Whew. Oh, if only she knew a pilot.
There it is. The helicopter. That must be the SAR station.
Again, what gives you that idea? The great big yellow and red helicopter on the side there.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry. Found it! The trauma kit. Might be enough to give Donner a fighting chance. I better get back quickly. It's starting to get dark.
Okay. Save that. And that is going to be it for me today. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for being here. We've had some answers, finally. Not only for the story mode, but also for survival mode. But yes, thank you very much for being here. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but keep an eye out and you'll know. Yeah, so I will see you, hopefully, in the next one. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one. Bye for now.